So this question is 3x minus 2y minus 12 equals 0, and it's asking to solve for y. So some of you guys were confused, like you're thinking that you have to have x equal to something or y equals to something. Since we have two unknowns, there's no way that we could figure out what x or y is. So all you have to do is solve for y, so meaning we got to rearrange this equation so it's just y equaling and then all of the equation just rearranged. So I'll show you what I mean. So what we're going to do here, we have 2y here. We're going to keep that there. We're going to move this x over to the other side. To move that x, I just have to zero it out, so that's why I'm going negative 3x. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. So I moved my x over here. That's gone. So what I have left on the left hand side is negative 2y subtract by 12 equals negative 3x, because there's nothing there to start with, so that's why it's negative 3x. Now let's move this 12 over to this side. So I'm going to add 12, so that cancels out the 12 in the left hand side, and I'm going to add 12 on this end. So what I'm left with is negative 2y on my left hand side equals negative 3x plus 12. Notice my x has to go right after the equal sign. Okay, so if you guys remember when we were showing this in class, the formula we want is y equals square x plus diamond, and so you can see here that the x goes before the number, just like how the x goes before the number. So now y is still not by itself. There is still a negative 2, so I'm going to have to divide by negative 2 to get rid of that negative 2, because 2 is being multiplied by y. That cancels out, and what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So I'm going to divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. So I'm left with just y equaling to, I have 3 over 2, and you can't reduce it anymore, so that stays, but there are two negatives there. So since there's two negatives, it becomes a positive. So it's just 3 over 2x. Add by, we have 12 divided by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And then, but a positive and a negative becomes a negative. No worries. So we're just going to change that to a negative. And this here is my answer. So y equals 3 over 2x minus 6. There you go.